Welcome back to another live trading session, traders. Hope that you had an enjoyable trading day. Beginning another trading session after the London live here and back on another session. We had a pretty successful entry in this session here, and 200 pips straight drop, and we have taken that full profit after this previous sessions one. It's all peeps, guys, right? Now, looking at here in the market, as progressing towards the NY session, it's Friday, a pretty volatile day, special day for trading that we are looking at here in this market. And just waiting for every members to show up here in the live session. And if you are excited to trade with this NY session with increased volume, and not only in music but also in the market, right? So if you haven't liked this stream, make sure you do so, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let's begin. Good day, everyone. So do let me know in the live chat if you are here so that you can begin this session. Okay, so let's begin here with the current market structure to see that where the price is heading at the moment. So starting with, again, we will be using our effective trading strategy. So we'll be looking at, first of all, to start with this one here. Now let's begin first of all to see that how we can start to trade. And okay, hello everyone. So now, as the Friday, last day of trading week, as you know that Friday is very volatile day, a very volatile trading day. I'm looking forward to see this market moving during this session. And we can see that the market is, at the moment, what we can see, it's highly predictable. And I really love this kind of market to trade. Well, you can see that a clean trending market. You know, if you look at this zone here, you see that good morning, and this is a, you know, it's the nasty market to trade in that zone here. You see it's fully choppy, and once you are on that, it's really difficult to trade. But here it's clean falling market. It's like a rain, right? So before we set up any trade, we will be check 3 indicators, right? Not that one you can see at the top, but the one that we usually use for our analysis. So if you look at the first one that we are looking at here, first of all, the technical analysis, which is universal, and we can see that so you can start. First of all, the first step is to start with the technical analysis, and once you can see that the market is showing that bias, the one that we have looked at for an entry, the next step is to check for overall sentiment in the market. And once we see the sentiment as well as the technical aspect and the fundamental is aligning, we can get into the trade. Patience is key, as you know that we always look at the patience when the market is ready for us to do that. And I'm waiting for all the members to show up. So beginning first of all with, why did he lose? We had a massive trade. Are you not on the group? We had 200 pip, guys. This is very important, and I'm sharing okay. So that's what I'm telling you. Don't lose it. Just be on the group, and that's why the group is open now. Okay. This is the London session trade that I have posted in the group. 200 pip today, just in London session. Just in London session, and with all the members live trading here with me. If you're not on the group, then I put the link below this video. I keep that open, but you know, I may not be able to keep it open all the time because there is a cap. When it fills, it's gonna get out. So right now you can just join it using the link below this video in the description, and I'm sharing the link in the live chat. We had just massive winner in just this London session. So premium link I'm sharing here, and you can use that link to just be part of that. Make sure you pin at the top of that group. So now where we are looking at, the most important part in each trade is looking at a very good entry. All right. Now, in the middle, let me share with you something. This is also, you know, everything is a whole, right? If you have you ever ride on a bus, and I think almost 100% has experience of riding a bus, right? So a bus run on 2 wheels, right? Now, come on. If you ride on a bus that on 2 wheels, it's gonna be bicycle, right? But you need at least 4 wheels to ride a bus. But in 2D, you can see the 2 wheels. So to ride a bus, you need 4 wheels, right? How about 1 wheel bus? And you know, it's not gonna work, you know, very well. So the trading is like 4 wheel. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 wheels, it's not gonna run. So you need to keep all together to make it running. And that's why if you look at that, I'm talking about that trading psychology, and it's key. If you are a serious trader, then definitely this is very important. And now if you look at that trading psychology, that I'm just referring some of the previous trades, and looking at here, when you are looking at the trade, look at it, everyone's had a trading account that you can see. And so if you look at trading account, that you see there are winner, losing trade. Now we can pay attention to certain trades, right? We can pay attention to the winning trade, we can pay attention to the losing trade. This is what very important in terms of trading. But interestingly, we pay attention to the things that has a strong emotion. That's very important. Unless you bring a very strong awareness, this is what will happen. So which trade has more emotion? Think about that. You'll see that more of losing trade has more emotion, because that has taken some equity from your account minus. That has a stronger emotion. And that's why you'll see that if you have 5 winning trades or 10 winning trades and 1 losing trade, your mind automatically will catch that one losing trade and will pay attention to it. That's why to stay, because if we think that, okay, I had a losing trade, there will be a tendency to take a wrong trade, to take a FOMO trade, to take a that what is called to take a FOMO trade, to take a revenge trade, over trade. All of them is usually put us in a cycle of more losing trade. And that's why you need to also remind yourself for the winning trades as well. And you see that more often you find more and more winner, and then you start to keep seeing that same trade, and you can keep getting the same trade. By the way, it's a practice. So here it's in this live session, you're gonna get that more and more done. So let's begin now analysis. We are looking at the technical aspect. We will be looking at this fundamental, and also we are looking at here overall the improving the trading cycle is the one area where you can learn and grow as a trader. So the previous trade that I have opened just after the London session live of this level, right? And I was watching the market structure, and we have taken this 200 pip move. That if you look at that, so what was the driving for this trade? That if you look at now, you can see the market overall in a downtrend that we discussed. And if you look at the previous session, the market has up to this level that during the London session, our first trade, and then the market just overextended above both, crossed at both 10 and 20 EMA, and at that level we have opened that sell trade, has a straight dropped back down to this support area, and that was a massive winner. We have taken the right time. Now I would like to take the similar kind of trade, but here you can see this is now I'm at 30 minutes price action. And in the 30 minutes price action, already there is another drop. This is the long-term falling market. We saw the pullback, and I'm biased. It's not a negative bias, but the positive bias of this market to be bearish. So now, looking at, if you look at that, we are looking at here on, come on. We don't have any red folder data release today. We know that fundamental. Now fundamentally, gold is bearish because simply DXY also you can see that bullish. There is a pullback, but DXY overall bullish. What's the reason? From the fundamental, if we look at that, there was an FOMC and we saw that there is an interest rate hold, and also there is a potential for future rate hike, which is bullish for dollar index. And we saw that dollar index has shown that significant upside bias, which is reflecting on XAUUSD, as you can see, as a bearish market here at the moment. So because XAUUSD bearish, if we look at that here on from the fundamental, we are showing this is a downtrending market. Now going to the news. Now I know that this is probably only this channel you will find, only this academy where you'll see that the sentiment analysis, and I haven't seen anyone is doing it. That's why you see that the win rate that we have is very high. I wouldn't say that all trade we are winning, we lose, and the live also we sometimes lose. That's part of trading. But if you go back to all trade, I really encourage you to go to the group and check all of them. Then you'll see that actually we had much more winner, because the account tells itself, right? So you have growth in the account, that means that there is more winning trades. So this is what we need to look at here. So let's look at the sentiment that really drives the market overall, okay? Because we are trading on lower time frame and sentiment is absolutely important. If you look at the yesterday's USD JPY that I have sent out, this is the trade that I have sent out on dollar yen, and I'm bringing that here just to tell you that why sentiment is so important and how you can take the advantage from the group as well as from everywhere that you can see. So this is the USD JPY trade, exact entry, stop loss and take profit target that I have posted in the group on dollar yen. And that trade, if you look at that, USD JPY has entirely moved that direction, right? On dollar yen, the market has started from here, moved to that level and reversed back again. Now if you look at that USD JPY, this is, you can see there is a strong liquidity sweep. This is the sentiment that if you look at overall, there was some news for potential intervention from BOJ that has created momentum on dollar yen. So if you look at Japan's Fimin Katayama ready to take strong action. Okay, so this is in terms of the potential intervention. Iran's Revolutionary Guard sets secretive calls sells. Come on Iran. This is about the war. Iraq to conduct drone attacks on Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, UAE sources. So there are some. This news is mostly about the war, right? So if that happens, then there might be more and more risk of attack. So that could create some volatility in terms of the WTI, and also if you look at that on dollar index. So this is the current. There is another one which is the yellow folder. These are some of the news being published. So Iran's Persian Gulf Strait Authority. Transit request must be submitted at least 48 hours in advance. I think it was talking about that Persian Gulf Strait, about the Strait of Hormuz. So we know that it's open, but there are some other factors like Persian Gulf Strait Authority that if you want to pass, you need to submit a request 48 hours early in advance. Okay, so this is one thing. That means there is a disruption in the oil shipment. How did that oil price has you can see that. You see, guys, this is what I was talking about. The market has reacted. In fact, the market reversed off that level. And if you look at the 4 hour, there's a bounce, and let's see that how if you look at the overall sentiment. Okay, the market has reacted to that, and WTI has bounced off that level. So Iran talks on Switzerland is postponed. I think this is also very important news, and that means that not progressing with that talk. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu, Israel won't tolerate attacks on soldiers and territory. I think this is also very important news in terms of the potential escalation in that zone, and we saw that there was some soldiers being injured and killed. I think that's where one of the reason that has come out. So some of the factors, if you look at the WTI again has gone picked up here, is due to the fact that there might be some, if you look at that, let's say drone attack news, soldiers, and Persian Gulf Strait disruption. So all of them actually up for WTI, and we can understand that sentiment from that perspective here that you can see. So we looked at this one. This Israeli military, the Israeli military has said it hit level, it hit Hezbollah targets across southern Lebanon overnight, and Pence delayed trip to Switzerland to lead new US talk with Iran on its nuclear program. Okay. So overall, now if we go to the sentiment analysis, for me, sentiment is, let me tell you, this is how we can look at bearish for gold, bullish for DXY, bullish for WTI, is because there is still uncertainty, there is still that increased risk of or potential for further escalation or development of in that zone, so development of attack or war. So that being said, now we are going back to that gold analysis. Now you can see that how I am aligning with the technical, that bearish, fundamental, bearish, and sentiment bearish. So the next thing that we need to do is to find out a level that we can look at that entry here in this market. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed that analysis. Let's look at now a level that we can look at entry at a best level possible. Not certain level, but the level, right? Probabilistic. That's the key here. Okay, so here is where you're looking. There is a long wick rejection here. Thank you. Okay, what's your bias on gold? You can share your bias as well, and we are looking for that entry, and we have, this is what you have looked at and you have closed that. So now from the 1 hour, that this is the 1 hour candlestick pattern, and I think that there is a high possibility for a rejection here, and I'm planning for this next entry. And I will be entering here with this stop loss, and we'll be setting two profit target, one at TP1. So this is the TP1. That means we will be setting two profit target. One will be closing at half, the other one will keep running for almost near to lower low. So we'll be setting two profit target here with this trade here, and I'm opening here now, sharing the same trade in the group. So let me open, and then we'll be sharing. The stop loss, this is the TP1 stop loss that I'm placing here at 4169.27, I'll be setting TP target here below 4133.10, right? So you're looking at here. Start to move down. So play music. Let's have some loud. Thank you. And then we will be again having some text. Okay, some upside bias, and that could be we could see the market, but I think that potentially preparing for another move to see here from the 15 minutes as well. You can see the market is approaching here from the 1 hour, that the price has reached an important area of value, and I would say this is the market is potentially reaching an area where you could see that potential sell of this. See that how far it shows that price action, and so there's a doji. It's formed back to back two long dojis, has created at that level. It's coming in the direction that you are seeing here. Okay, start to move here, and something happened, and I think there's something happened, guys. This is very unusual. Let me see what. I'll be going for the next trade. Something happened, and that might be. Is there any breaking news? Okay, we'll be looking to back on another trade. This. Okay. So okay, so let's look for the next trade. I think this is just purely a strong liquidity sweep, and I would like to take that. That move in our site. That means that this move can create a strong liquidity sweep, and that might be bringing that market potentially here. It was a very stronger move, and we can see the price. This might be creating another possibility for drop. Any breaking news here? No, guys. This is due to the breaking news. It was highly falling market. This break that you can see, you see one candle such a big. Okay, this is most likely to return again in the direction of the major trend here. We'll be looking at yesterday happened the same thing. Okay, the market now very unpredictable. So, but we can look at from that perspective here. We can take that move back. Okay, so that move, if you look at this 5 minutes candlestick pattern, that you can see is one single candle back to the upside, right? And more often the market to fail this kind of move. So if your account is small, then I wouldn't look at you to enter, but here, not that we have to go for the half of the move for the stop loss. This is the current level of resistance. I don't consider this market should be going that far. Current level of resistance at this level, and so we'll be setting up so I'm waiting to see. This is, you see, the very large candle has formed, and that one single candle moved entirely back above to the key level that you can see of this zone here. So this is a, if you look at that current area of value, which is 200 pip possible move here in that area, and for our price just been reached that previous level. There is no schedule news here. Yeah, this is a breaking, this is a yeah, volatility, absolutely not the data. We saw that here Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to a ceasefire at 4 p.m. local time on Friday, senior official, US official says. Okay, so Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to a ceasefire. All right, so there is a ceasefire agreement, and that's the news. Usually, this news has, we see that there is a breaking news. The market has broken back to the upside, but the overall trend is bearish. So I think this news might be bringing more volatility. And I'm looking at the second trade setup here. All right, and with the, again, the risk is smaller. The stop loss doesn't matter. The risk is smaller. Stop loss at 4196.99, and profit target will be setting below here, 4133.94. There is initial move, and I'm short again. Okay. So I'm again in a sell trade, and this is overall downtrend, and I'm looking to see the market to reverse back again in the major direction of the flow, and this is what we are looking at here to see where the market is heading back in that area. Look out, wait to get in. Yeah, so I'm again bearish, and the market overall that you can see, it it has broken out of this resistance line, but this move that looks to me very unusual. This is a breaking news move, and usually this kind of move is returning to again to the normal direction. And if you look at the 4 hour, that you can see that the market has crossed this high, and this is the next session here, right? So this is a very high chance for the market to reverse again of this. The market, this was a falling market, and you can see the market reversed, and I would like to take this possible move back down here. If successfully move well below, that could create almost 400 pip to 300 pip we can take off this move here if the market goes successfully in that direction. Look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, thank you. Testing. Look, the market will never tell you exactly what it is going to do. If anyone knows that you know, all the time you keep winning, but the goal here is to look at the high probability setup and then take big one. All right, and you can see the market, for me it's a very high probability liquidity sweep, and that liquidity sweep, now the market create that pattern back below, and now I'm running almost with 110 pip running profit here at the moment. Okay, so to see where it's going. Thank you. Key here is to look for that entry setup. So there is rejection here that you can see of that level. Today is Friday. Yes. This is the market, and the smartest thing is to keep that entry very strict, and you can keep that. So there's another break above, and now getting that getting the reaction of this. There's a 20 MA retest of this lower time frame, and that can react back below here. We had some move and then return. It does this all the time. 100 pip move and then reverse. So if you look at this, there's a green bullish move, and I think that might be a false breakout again. That could create significant volatility. If the market reject off this level, we might see that this market is reacting back below, and that could be for us another wave of move could see. And if the market successfully breaks this structure, we might see straight coming back down, guys. This might be a big move here. Already, so you can see here, this is a rejection of this higher price. Could be coming lower back below. And with this movement that you can see that if we can see that you can see this is next green candle crossed all of them, and the next one again red coming below, guys. And I would like to see that we would like to see this red coming closing back below. Don't you think that the market has created a false breakout, or it was strong liquidities when the market could be returning to the major direction of the flow? And that's what key here, to look at the flow. Waiting for the next. Okay, so news candle, yeah, it's testing the 200 EMA. Thank you very much. Booked at one. Which day? Friday markets. 3 AM candle touched the 4-hour FBG, hence green up and it come down. Okay. Waiting for the. I think it will dump all the way down again, because the pump was close just to it. Yeah, this is due to the so some of the news. Okay, now if you look at that, this is very important. Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to a ceasefire at 4 p.m. local time on Friday, senior officials. So, and with the ceasefire news, the market has reacted. Okay, usually war start, ceasefire start, the market case, and you can see that. That's why I always look at the sentiment, the breaking news that you talk about. And I know that some of you might just don't look at anymore, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Okay, but if you look at closely, you're gonna see that actually there is a pattern in it. Pattern is everything, right? And that pattern will be able to help you to decide which direction to trade it. Very important to look at. And if you look at that, when you see that when to trade based on the sentiment analysis, it's gonna be much easier for especially the lower time frame trends. You see that, let's say you're trading on daily or even the 4 hour, may not be much, may not be that much of significant, though it is significant in all time frame, but on lower time frame is absolutely important, because with lower time frame you're gonna see that the market is reacting to the breaking news all the time. All right, especially the ceasefire, war begins, or any kind of significant news, because ceasefire means that there is potential for a room for possibly the negotiation or anything like that. So the market cares, and you see that the market in fact cared that news that you can see. Now at the moment we are running in some profit, and I would like to take that move potentially back below. If this move fails, then that could be coming well all the way down, and I guess some of you already was thinking that. Thank you. Cool. The key here is to look at so you see the drop that you can see of this level. Straight coach, thank you very much. We are just running it, and let's make it to the full. If you are able to clear more downward pressure expected, yes. I think because the market has grabbed that liquidity of this level. Okay, so there is a potential for now higher liquidity sweep at this level. There you could see the market to have that reaction back down below. Coming down here. We see still downtrend. I have to go little down, coming back in 1 minute. Alrighty, so you can see the market shows that downtrend here. Reverse now, maybe I trail now. Okay, no, I wouldn't trail yet because the market can go just for another bounce and can take me out of the trade. But here we can see the market trends still continues for this potential further drop here. Reverse maybe. Okay. Thank you. With this liquidity sweep along this area, looking for this move down back below here. And if you look at that, the market at the moment has initially broke here and then trying to break below. So if this is a liquidity sweep, we could see now coming well below to the support area. But this is it's Friday, so we just need to look at that. Actually, the market is mean by that the market, it was a liquidity sweep move, and in that case the price may come back again below this low here. But I'm still on the trade. Had quite a few pip moved up, 120 pip. Is it continue to going down? Let's buy. Okay, no. Is it continue to going down? This is what we are expecting. The market usually, if you look at that, the buyers buy, the sellers sell because they believe the market will go down. That's what we did. Now you need to wait for the market to show. That's hi bro, thank you. Now I'm not adding, I'm not deleting anything, just waiting for the market to show clear directional bias. And I'm also sharing a pool to see that what majority of you are thinking here. So what is your bias? You can share with the poll. And in the meantime, every trade that I'm sharing, also when I'm not online, I'm sharing in the group. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also group link below this video in the description. You can find that group link below this video, where you can find the every trade that I'm sharing, and it's open now. It might get closed very soon, so you can take that full advantage of joining the group using that link below this video, the first link in the description. And also I'm sharing the link here for you to get access to that. Thank you. So premium link I've shared here, and you guys can get access to that with that link, and where you can also get all the future updates, everything, our trading tools, courses, strategies. It's now open, but as I mentioned, might get closed very soon. So you can see here rejection of this level. We're going to see the market to potentially slide down here, and so if you look at that here, this is liquidity sweep, and you could see the market to here reject back below, and that could be coming lower. That could be coming in that direction here, right? So happy to see some more you guys there. H4, H1 all showing downtrend. Yeah, so you can see that all time frames so far showing downtrend, and that's what both of these trades that we have opened bearish because of that reason. Okay, everything showing it's on a downtrend. Why should we go long, right? That's trading, and I believe you're excited to trade this way, that we are trading every day here. If you are new to the channel, then stay patient to learn the strategy that can change lives. Now here at the moment, the market is, this is a critical level. We would like to see the market getting enough reaction of this zone. And I'm running here around 13 pip profit, and see if the market drops down here, that might break that price back well below to this support. So off this level, it's getting that reaction back down below, and you could see that continuation here in this market. Many pip now, 155 to 60 pip. Okay, so with this drop that you can see, the market has almost penetrated the low. Now coming to this level, I have a little ambitious profit target, but I would like to take that. I'd like to take that move here. I'll wait for the next 4-hour candle to close before entry. Anyone waiting for entry, or all of you are running this trade? Can you share your entry and running move in this trade? It's moving, and you can see that movement, and we are looking forward to see that that rejection back below here. Okay, coming down, and we are on running profit here. Are you running trade? Are you running trade? And as I mentioned, if you look at this move that you can see, it was very unusual move, and usually this kind of move becomes the market again reverse of that moves. 7 is still holding. Yeah, we are at that. We have entered in that zone. If you look at the, I was always looking at, time to time I follow up the breaking news, because if you can spot the breaking news in the right time, even you can, like this, for example, we are running a good profit, and if we can keep track of the current market sentiment, sometimes we are able to secure the trade before it goes reverse, or even at least at break even in a situation where there is a increased volatility. And that's why I always keep, if you look at, this is a red folder news, okay, which is, that means that high impact. For those who are complete beginner or recently have joined, this is a free site. There are many sites that you can find the news that being published, but with this one here, I use FOREX, so it's easy to navigate here. You can find the calendar news, and if you want to filter out those timing, you can filter out, okay, with a red folder, and you can also filter out the yellow, orange and all of that, but I only pay attention to the red. They are high impact. So this is the schedule, and also you'll see that here is the sentiment, the breaking news, and this red folder means that this news, in terms of traders perspective, it's the highest importance if you look at that overall the category news. So we see that this one was pretty market mover, and Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to a ceasefire at 4 p.m. local time on Friday, senior US officials. So they have agreed to a ceasefire. So that has in fact had a significant impact in the market, and you can see the market reacted to that. Usually it's gonna have that. And so there is also, an hour ago, there is a news from Trump. The war has diminished. Okay. So look at the Truth Social post as well from Trump, and let's see that what the war has diminished Iran. It doesn't any longer have any air force and navy, anti-aircraft equipment, radar, or particularly anything else. And yet the Democrats say that Iran is better off now than it was 4 months ago. Can you imagine getting away with that? How stupid can some people be? President J. Donald Trump. So what was Trump was explaining what has happened during this, and also what he thinks about the current situation. So this is a also we can see there is a significant, if you look at that volatility with this one, and also with the ceasefire news on Hezbollah and the Israel. So if you look at the Hezbollah will respond if Israel violates truce. IDF spokesperson say IDF to continue attack as long as needed. So there are some, we can see that from the IDF there is also spokesman. So there is still, what I would say, the fragile ceasefire, which might be violated. So you can see. Israel Prime Minister Netanyahu, Israel won't tolerate attacks on soldiers and territory. Okay, so that being said, if we look at the overall, considering the sentiment, Ready? I'm holding sell. Okay, I'm also holding. This is a good one. We are running. And because it dropped a lot, we might see even a lot of drops. So 3 trades today. 3 trades. One worked out. First one. Second one didn't work out now. Looking at the third one. And by the way, I'm coming on live every day twice and in this live session. So one is during the NY session, the other one is during the London session. And if you don't want to miss out these exclusive live sessions, make sure that traders, you subscribe to the channel by just pressing that button. And also before coming any trades, and also I'm sharing exact entry, stop loss and take profit target. So if you want to get access to all of them, you can join the group. Link below this video is open, might get close. I will be the link below, and also I can share with you the link in the live chat so that everyone can access to that. So I'm sharing the link here in the live chat. You guys can get into that. Share the premium link where you can directly access the premium group here with this link. I'm not booking profit yet. This is, anything. The market can go any direction. Can eat up the whole profit, that's fine. But, we have taken that here for this move. So here's market at this level that you can see of that. Okay, shows that the market is this is where there is, if you look at in that area, the market potentially be rejecting of that level. You can see another 1 minute bearish rejection that you can see continuously, showing that there is potential for a rejection of this price action here. You can see back to back quite a few stronger bearish move at this level. Right, holding on to that and sharply moving. Okay, we are there almost, and running this one around 210 pip, 210 pip, nearly there. This is the results of patience, guys. And it's Friday. There's a lot to take from here, and there is every single day I'm trading live in London as well as NY session. For this strategy that I'm trading, to explain, also regularly posting the analysis. After each trade, I'm also sharing the full breakdown of the trade with before and after, with entry, stop loss and take profit target in the group, and that can change how you look at the market, right? The next step for you is to have a little bit of patience and dedication to take your trading to the next level. Now I'm running significant amount of profit with this trade, and I believe that you guys also. The market is approaching a very important fair value gap, and that move that I would like to see, that the market has dropped another 15 minutes drop, another move that you can see now. I would like to take this market is still showing the downside, and I'm still running it. But if I'm closing this trade, I will be letting you know it's moving well, and it's moving well, and nearly there. You know, this is a big move, big move. I am here at 200 and nearly to 80 pip running profit, and with this 280 pip running profit, I am exiting this trade right now. So it's 200 and nearly to 90 pip. Execute. I'm out. So 90 pip secured, and I'm out. So overall I'm in profit. Overall I'm in profit this session, and ending the poll here as well. Love to see that. Thank you. Trading week. Thank you at FOREX user. Thank you very much. 2 days join your trades and both profitable. Thanks for your feedback. Yes, absolutely. We had you know, I run on feedback. Okay, every trader who are trading is a feedback. This is what feedback. This is everywhere. It's called the feedback loop. So feedback and then read. So that means our strategy is working. And that's why so many people now getting interested in trading. Yes, almost all trade taken live. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. I need more feedback, guys. Give a feedback here. And we run on feedback. And all those trade on live. You guys see that. It's not that, I'm replaying the chart and teaching you something that I didn't show. Here I'm showing you on the live market. And it's rare. And I'm not self-advertising, but the reason I'm telling you so that you can have that confidence to take you trading to the next level. A very good trade goes closing on Friday. Yes, this is Friday and weekend, and get yourself, on a next level by, managing yourself to take your trading to the next level. Great session. Happy Friday. Thank you very much. And I'm new here. How often do you live? Okay, so for those who are new, I'm trading on live twice each trading day, Monday to Friday. And also there is a live Zoom session on Sunday as well, which is exclusively on the group. So you can find the group link below. But on the channel, I'm coming on live each day twice, London time as well as the NY time. Now the timing, if I tell you exact timing now, from now on, the NY session live begins. Just take 2 hours back. What time you are? Just look at 2 hours back is the NY time beginning. And if you take 7 hours back from now, it will be the London session beginning. So 2 hours back from now. So if you go 2 hours back, you can note it down. NY time live. And if you take 7 hours back, is London session live. Both are significant. Now, in addition to that, also if you are on the premium group, which is gonna close very soon, currently open for almost everyone until the quarter fill. If you're on the premium group, once you join, do one more thing, is pin at the top. So if you right click on the group, you will find a pin option. Pin it at the top so that you are not missing any offline trade that I'm sharing in the group. Okay, thank you. And that being said, traders, it is a great trading day again on Friday, and we are just beginning to change the way we trade, and don't miss out this trend. Here is the weekend, and we have successfully closed another week, stunning week. Looking for the next week with further trading opportunity. Do you want me to extend this session here? And I think it's Friday. We can take some more, and there will be some setup coming later. And I'm sharing also in the channel with full analysis. So don't miss out that for your learning and also trade setup. And thank you for joining this live session. It's an incredible session with all of you guys, and I'll see you there again. Week ahead, even over the weekend, tomorrow coming up, weekly FOREX forecast, don't miss out, and also all the analysis that I'm posting. That being said, thank you for joining, and I'll see you again very soon, trading live. Until that, stay well, stay happy, have a good weekend, enjoy it.